Alright, so I'm going for jungler. My position is jungler. I'm all about the jungle. Hire some Rambo commandos. Put me in the jungle. 'Cause that's where I belong. Alright, so it looks like we got a Heimerdinger top. Heimerdinger top can rock. You definitely want to look for some early game and mid game spikes in terms of champions. So if I'm allowed to go jungle, looks like I am, I'm gonna need a champ that can get the job done around level 3. There's quite a few champs, but one of the champs that has trouble is a lot of the Devourer champs. So we're gonna try to avoid those guys. So they got Volibear, that's a solid pick. So let's see here. I could do something creative like Echo, but I've already done an Echo. Let's see, what can I do? Jax can be pretty solid. Trinamir can be pretty solid, but I want something a little more fast-paced. Alright, okay. Let's go for Vi.
Punch first. Ask questions while punching.
There was a point in time where Vi was like my main jungler. She's pretty good. She's got she can charge up her Q. Her Q does tons of damage, and she scales off AD. And you can combo Q and Flash to really surprise people that, they think, I don't have to worry about Vi, she's so far away. But then she flashes and she covers this large distance, and yeah. But you sort of like want to save your flash. But if you want to get that kill, and you need to use that flash, use that flash. Alright. So these are pretty standard lanes. It looks like we have a mid Riven. So we're pretty AD heavy. We're pretty AD heavy. Now how do I want to build Vi this game? Now I'm thinking that I should build tanky Vi. And here's a couple of reasons why. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go Rune or Cinder Hulk Vi. Here's a couple of reasons. Like, none of these guys, none of their enemy team is normally gonna get Blade of the Rune King. Caitlyn doesn't normally go for the Blade of the Rune King, and if she does, she should go for it. Should be like one of her last items. And the reason because of that is because the last part of the game is when people get real tanky. They get like their super tank items. Because Riven, she's gonna go for her damage items first. Vayne, she's pretty much always gonna go Bork, so she's gonna go her damage item first. Heimerdinger damage. So until late game, does worrying about big shields and big defense really come into play? All right. So I've actually played Heimerdinger top, and one of the things that Heimerdinger likes to do is take golems right here. So I'm gonna ask him, Heim, are you taking golems? Or what are those things? Krugs? Rugs. For level 2 early? It doesn't look like he is.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
I can help you kill them. Okay, so in this case, I'm going to smite one of the Krugs, and I'm gonna get them both low. And what I want is Heimerdinger to get level 2, and he'll be able to have some early harass.
I'll let my hands do the talking.
And what's important to me is the smite, and not so much the experience in this case. Alright. I don't think he got the message.
If you hit a wall, hit it hard.
I want him to have the Krugs. But, alright, that's fine. So we're gonna go for our W, because we can activate it. Take a health pot. I'm gonna take a decent amount of damage from these guys. Alright. Okay, so it looks like whoever their mid is not showing up.
Who needs a beat down?
So to take advantage of that, we're gonna do a little invading. We're gonna get vision of their area. And this is going to basically give you lots of information. It's kind of curious as to where their jungler is. So let's see what's going on. So Sona and them, and it looks like top. So they're all kind of missing. So this might be a pretty easy game. Alright. I'm gonna wait for my smite to come up. Okay, so there's Renekton. I wonder if he got me with that, I'm not sure.
You gotta make a door.
First,
He should be able to see me though. With his if he stays underground. Yeah. He knows I'm in the area.
If you hit a wall, hit it hard.
So I'm gonna stand still for a little bit. I don't have quite enough damage to get these without my smite, so I'm gonna wait for a little bit. Alright, so he thought he could be cheeky. But that's alright. Alright, so I'm gonna see if I can help out Riven. So Renekton did play that pretty well.
Do the talking.
I'm kind of in trouble here. I'm alright. So it doesn't look like, yeah, Talon was still level, 2, so I don't think he took his teleport silence. Either that, or he couldn't reach me, and I'm pretty sure he could probably reach me. So we're going to take Trailblazer, and we're gonna go for Cinderhulk.
I'm my own battle.
We're gonna use our Q to blast out of there a bit. So Talon is quite a bit behind. Level 6 Riven.
Has been slain.
They'll
And looks
never
Heimer
hit 'em.
Heimerdinger was able to hold his lane, but being able to kill Volley, it was a different story. Okay, let's see what Volley's packing. So he's packing some Dorn's shield. He's packing a Dorn shield. We're gonna take care of Scuttles here. And Dorn shield is great if you expect a lot of ganks and stuff, and a lot of, I believe it's normal attacks.
An ally has been slain.
So Renekton,
Who needs a
or not
beat
Renekton,
down?
Rek'Sai is down there. We're gonna clean some of that up. We're gonna clean up his.
Double kill.
And it looks like Riven did a real good job going bot and cleaning that up.
An enemy has been slain.
Alright, so I'm gonna sneak past here,
Or
and hopefully Riven and I... Alright, so what Talon's gonna do is he's gonna... There we go. Yeah, Talon was gonna do something. He was going to silence teleport to one of us.
I'm doing it my way.
And it was just a question of which one of us he would target.
If you hit a wall, hit it hard.
Let's see, I'm gonna go for... So right now we're in good standings, like Riven is just being a beast on the map. So as far as objectives, I think one of the most important objectives at this point is having river control and map control, and being able to starve out the other jungler. Looks like Riven is just... She is just carrying this game. She's just going crazy.
You gotta make a door.
So I'm stealing away Rek'Sai's jungle, so he's gonna have a hard time coming back. I'm gonna head back. Riven looks like she can handle her own. I'm gonna get my Cinderhulk and some boots, Vision Ward.
Team has destroyed.
Let's see if I can. Okay, I can't get that yet.
Let's get to the fun part.
Zip on out of there with my Q. Looks like Heimerdinger's is gonna be fine. He just needs to watch himself. Watch out for things or whatnot. But like, honestly, like, Rek'Sai is kind of like iffy
Here
on the
I come to
map.
save the day. Or wreck.
Alright, so... see if I can solo a dragon here. Rek'Sai is using his ultimate. 540. Oh, alright. So Rek'Sai, they had the area warded, but I felt pretty safe with everybody in the area. So I was thinking that I would carry myself to Kate with my ultimate and then get away. But Shen did his ultimate on me, so I stuck around to do enough damage. And I think I got someone. Alright, anyway. So, in this case, we're gonna go Ninja Tabi. And another pot. So, why I went solo and why I thought that was a safe bet to make is because Riven was up here, Vayne was back here, I think, and Shen, they were all in this area. So even if Shen didn't use his ultimate, I felt very safe. And if they went for me, like Rek'Sai did go for me, they would have came to me. And also, like, yeah, so... In this match, I feel very comfortable with my team's ability to help out. Very much so. And it looks like the other team has given up more or less. So we want to use... Okay, so talking more about her kit, you want to watch our blast shield passive. And earlier, it's much more important earlier to negate some damage. But if you hit an enemy with Vault Breaker, Excessive Force, and I believe even your ultimate, I think your ultimate should proc it. But you gain a shield that's, let's see, 10% of Vi's maximum health. So if we look at my maximum health, it's now 1707. 10% of that is close to 200. And right now as jungler, you just want to pacify the enemy. You want to make sure there's no way that they can come back. And it looks like they just completely gave up. So in terms of like their psychology, like we basically broke them down in like we broke down their psyche. They're like, we're doing so bad, we're not even gonna try. When trying can mean the difference between winning and losing. And that's why you never give up. But if you're just gonna make it easy on people and guarantee victories just because, like, let's say Riven got ahead. Alright, so are they cleaning things up? Yeah. So they're just hanging back here being goofballs. There's no need to be reckless in this event. Just take it by the numbers. Gonna move attack, come down there, finish things off. So this is gonna be extremely short game. This game is going to end within less than 20 minutes, this game. So Riven can be silly, and I'm gonna give it the last punch! That was me. I caused it to blow up. Alright, alright. It's too bad I couldn't get into too much detail about combat with Vi, because she's a fun champion, and it's fun to talk about her. Alright. So let's see. So we're gonna do a little, we're gonna do a short speculation as to, oh look, I have qualified for a series. My goodness, I'm going up in the world. All right, so as you can see, Riven just dominated. But let's talk about what the other team could have done. So Volley Bear, he's going for he's going for the right build. He's got things going on. He's doing good in terms of items. Talon, it looks like he was going build leather cutlass. That seems somewhat okay. But one of the things about Talon is if he doesn't get, like, if he gets shut down early, it's quite a lot to get him back in, because he's an assassin that, you know, he uses his abilities and he gets and he just assassinates people and he walks away. Sort of like a one-trick pony where you activate all his abilities and, you know, but you can mitigate certain abilities, like that one he throws at things, and you can do a little damage that way. Rek'Sai looks like he was going Stalker's Blade. Let's check that out. Chilling Smite, so he wanted a little extra damage. Smite can be cast on enemy, reducing movement. Seeing as though like that is an okay move. It looks like he got Balmy Cinder, so he probably, yeah. Oh, maybe he was, yeah. This is kind of confusing. It's like he was getting a Cinder Hulk item, but then he got a Stalker's Blade. So maybe he was going to turn that into a Cinder Hulk. But seeing as how quickly they gave up, you can see the disparity in their items and how the game just ended so quickly because they just gave up. But knowing how to capitalize on Riven's ability to dominate her lane, and then creating pressure in other lanes, and to closing the gap between them possibly coming back, or we just completely snowball, is, you know, sort of get a sense of what I was doing in the game, robbing their jungler, making sure that the lanes were pushed, getting minions into tower, and you can see that I wasn't very active in terms of combat. I basically did a 1-for-1. I died once, I assisted twice, and I got 1 kill. Not too much actions, but when it comes to numbers, when it comes to KDA, don't think about that. Just think about, like, you know, in this case, closing out the game, and how to best closing out the game is starving their jungler, and yeah, and pacifying the map, and making sure that people like Riven can go to bot, can go to top safely, and all that other stuff, and they don't, and because when their jungler is behind, they run the risk of dying, and when I'm running through their jungle, they know where Rek'Sai isn't, and I can put wards down, and you get, you know, so map awareness when people are ahead is incredible, and stealing from the enemy jungle when you feel safe, it's a little tricky when the other team, when you know the other team is a little, like, you know, where are they? Do they have a lot of CC? Is it just too dangerous to go in the enemy jungle? So you have to weigh these contrasts, yeah. All right, so that is, I think I'm gonna play another Vi game if I can, so to give you guys a better example of a competitive game. All right.